Put your hands together for St. Patrick, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello. Thought I should tone down the accent a little bit. I'm not even from Ireland, to be honest. A lot of you probably didn't know that. I'm from Wales. But you know, you just get on with it, don't you? It's great to be here again, obviously, from here. Last time wasn't so great. Where are you from? Just all at once.
U.S.
So I'm from the 5th century. I wouldn't know. I have been keeping up with the culture though. A lot has changed in 1,600 years, but not so much as to make a difference. I'm not scared by it, but it is wonderful. But I've noticed there's a lot of people have come and gone in the last 1,600 years. Some great people. Has anyone here got any heroes? No heroes. Is anyone drinking? I know it's 157 days to the next one. I can't wait. So no, everyone here is sober as a proverbial monk. You don't have to. In fact, I prefer if you didn't. It makes the whole comedy thing work a lot better. I've been looking into pop culture, so we'll get the gears, whatever they are, oiled with a song about one of my heroes. There's been so many, so this is what they call in the 5th century a gimmick. Song about one of my heroes, who I met the other day. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, spider legs, spider hands, spider knees, spider thighs, spider face, spider eyes. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, spider head, spider mind, spider sized. He doesn't laugh, he gets trapped in the bath. It's not him. It was an actual spider. You should never meet your heroes. You'll only be disappointed. Only be disappointed. So, that was that. I'm very relaxed. It's probably because of all the unpasteurized alcohol, but it is lovely to be here. I spent a lot of time in Northern Ireland. Anyone ever been to Northern Ireland? Anyone from Northern Ireland? No one's from anywhere. Of course, it's 5th century. No one knows who or where they are. Northern Ireland, if you're not familiar with it, it's a wonderful, wonderful little place. Back in my day, of course, it was ransacked by lots of terror and horrible Irish raiders. But it's marginally got better in the last 1,600 years. To the point now where it's a lot like a loaf of Hovis best of both. It's quite delicious, but no one can be fucked with it, despite all the violence. That's where the analogy ends, really. Ireland, of course, I've found out it has its own wonderful, wonderful airline system now called Ryanair. Ryanair, and it's the signature Irish airline, and you can tell it's Irish, looking back at the many hundreds of years, how it's Irish, because it's fucked. And it doesn't know where it's going. It doesn't know when it's going. If it's going to stay, it probably outstays its welcome. It won't shut up about gambling and booze, or when the food's coming out. In fact, the only thing missing from that hackneyed list of Irish cliches is a greyhound and a horse running down the aisle of the craft to the sound of Bram's Largo, like some kind of blinkered Hovis advert from the past. Try it. It is nice. The bread's nice. You won't get shot. Give it a go. It's only 50 quid on a plane. Visit it. It's different now. It's all water under the bridge. It's all water under the bridge, all the aggro. Of course, there is a chance someone will go, whose bridge is it? Where should the bridge be? Can I get my own bridge? What's happening? I'll kill you. And it's like winding the clocks back, or indeed forward 600 years. So I converted the whole of Ireland single-handedly to Christianity. in a couple of years, which was good. It's a good year for me. How did I do that? Well, I'll tell you this. Ireland has got a number of problems over the last couple of millennia. Colonisation, famine, and lizards. Mostly lizards. You couldn't walk for the amount of grandiose beasts roaming the Amril Isle back in my day until it wasn't until Saint Seamus, the priest saint of time, travelled back to 500 BC, and he murdered all the larger animals, the kimono dragons, the crocodiles, the remnant dinosaurs, paving way for a much more peaceful time, comparatively. It wasn't until Saint Kira, the first proto-nun, came along and turned herself into a tree by destroying all the cute reptiles, the newts and the terrapins. They're amphibians, but who gives a fuck? Once what that happened, it was just basically the snakes left over, really. And that was my angle. I went round because pagans are a bit rough. I don't know. I went to the first pagan druid village I went to, and I watched this guy, and for 2 hours he was having this mad time. They put a straw crown on him, and then they made him kill a hunchback who turned out to be his wife with his son on the back. After 2 hours, I was like, where the hell did that come from? 2 hours. Doesn't make any fucking sense. Rubbish, waste of time. Anyone who's seen that. So I tried to impart with them, I got a bit of clover, or shamrock, or whatever it is. And I said, look, it's quite simple. That's the son, that's the father, that's the son, and that's the heir of a sadness that's inevitably broken. And that's nothing in particular. And they said, okay, that makes sense. But what's Christianity? What's it going to do for us? And I said, well, when was the last time you saw a snake? And they went, I know they exist. I've seen it. I know they exist. I saw one in school, surely. Someone came in with but when was the last time you saw one? When was the last time one tried to attack the soft underbelly of your wife while she was sleeping? Did you get rid of it? I'm not saying I did anything. I'm just saying, when was the last time you saw? Okay, yes, I'll help you slowly convert the whole island into a Christian fortress. Brilliant. There was a few upstarts, though. Always one. One came up to me and goes, Patrick, can you get rid of all the crows? And I went, why would you want me to do that? And he goes, well, the crows are eating all my seeds in my farm because I'm a farmer, and I want you to get rid of all the crows. And I was like, no, crows are not in my remit. That's a different species entirely. Not going to do it, no need. In fact, I'm a bit tired after all the snakes, to be honest, and I've got all this Christianity thing to do, so not going to be making time for that. What about worms, though? Patrick, worms are a bit like snakes, aren't they? They're kind of like slimy and wiggle, but they're much smaller. And I was like, no, same point again. It's a different species, and I don't have the. What about hair, though? If you think about it, hair. Can you banish like all the hair from the back of my head, and slightly less on top? No. What about this pasta? What about this pasta, Patrick? It's all wiggly and slimy. I don't want to eat all this pasta. Can you banish it? And I was like, no. Was the snake's not enough? And he went, yeah, it was. And I said, it's rough. It's rough is what I'm saying. And sometimes you had to get the arty crowd with the more abstract kind of metaphors. Like if I used to like an educated bunch. The fable about the tortoise and not the tortoise, the scorpion and the hare. You know that one, yeah? Come on.
Right.
What year is it, Greg?
No. Oh, it's
fucking hell.
17.
Doesn't even know what year it is. Okay, a long time ago, there's a scorpion and a hare. Makes sense, right? And the hare is inherently a fast animal, speedy, quick, bred for speed. Scorpion, it's a much smaller invertebrate, vicious insect, or arachnid. 5th century, wouldn't know. And basically, the hare, quite cocky in nature, he said to the scorpion, let's have a race. 1, 2, 3, go! And the scorpion was like, but I'm inherently not going to win. Not going to win this race. It's not. But they're tenacious, aren't they, the scorpion? So he did relent, and he started heading off. Of course, aforementioned hare, cocky, thought he had miles behind the scorpion. Takes a rest under a tree. Big mistake. Scorpion comes along, stabs it in the hare's belly, stabs it in the belly, and as the adrenaline went through coursing the hare's mind and brain, he fixated on the scorpion and said, why have you done this? And the scorpion said, because it's in my nature. And there's a lot you can take from that. And if anything, take that message on with you tonight and just pass it on. But how did I really get rid of the snakes? Mongooses. There's a guy. He was from another part of the world. Came over in a boat, and he had all these mongai, and just unleashed them into the environment, and they thrived. Just ate all the snakes up, no lickety split, no problem. It was incredible. Of course, then we had a slight 3-year mongoose problem in Ireland. So I prayed for them all to be sterilised. And God answered my prayer, and he sent down a swarm of wasps and stung them all to death. The ones that survived pissed themselves to death, so that's how I got rid of the snakes. So it was a great year. I think I pretty much summed up everything I did during my short time in Ireland. But I will leave you with a little song about different communities coming together through the eyes of children. Woo! Yeah, so there's a lot of, sometimes you had to use metaphors, animal culling and song to get the population on side. So here's a song about bringing communities together, and hopefully you'll all feel better for it. Tiny boy trapped in the well. He broke both legs as he fell. He broke both legs chasing his dreams. And when I say dreams, I really mean bees. His legs are broken and he's all alone. It's the 5th century, so he doesn't have a phone. Tiny boy, trapped in the well. Little druid girl having fun, worshipping animals and the sun. She hears a yell, but she thinks she's dreaming. And when I say yell, I really mean screaming. She can't speak English, so he's given up hope. But she's not a monster, and she throws him a rope. Tiny boy, safe and well. Little tiny boy, safe from the well. And that little boy and that little girl, they're a lot like you and me. We're like pods with peas. Virtually Siamese. Can't always get what you want.
Bare Knuckle Comedy.